Today I am doing perhaps my final ride for the year. I have now owned this scooter for a year. I bought it in October of 2020, and for those of you who have seen my other videos, this is a 2019 model that sat on the showroom floor for a year. Riding this year has been a little less than usual for me. We got hit early with triple-digit heat that lasted all season, and we were cursed with a lot of forest fires that made the air unhealthy to breathe. So today I am just riding to our Scooter Club Scary Halloween ride. It's hosted by one of our club members who does a lot of research for it. Ogden, Utah is one of the most haunted places in the nation. So as I go to join up with the team, I wanted to do a little video. I am experimenting with a new video camera. This is the one I use for my Well-Aged Cruisers channel to make our videos on the cruise ships. I wanted to see how well it would work for this kind of recording. This little camera, the DJI Pocket 2, has incredible microphones on it. So in this video I'm going to have some of the original audio too. I have never recorded for you the sound the scooter makes while riding. I am also capturing footage from a chest mount, so you get more of a I am riding type feel. As I go over to meet up with the group, I'm just going to ride around my area a little bit so you can see how well the scooter does it moving around in a rural city. I will make a quick visit to the high school and do the driving range and play with the figure 8 zone, just so you can see how it handles doing those kinds of maneuvers. I wanted to put together a video this season showing how well it maneuvers on the driving test course, doing figure 8 U-turns, slaloming through cones, and how it might do at lane splitting. But I just never had the time. If that is something people want to see, if it helps them make a purchasing decision for the scooter, then post comments and I will make it in the spring. Once I join up with the club, we will ride through downtown Ogden, go into various haunted locations to hear about their history. This ride allows you to see how this big scooter handles with the little ones around it. We tend to make quick stops and quick decisions because we are all old and can't remember which is our right and which is our left, while dodging all the construction zones and cars. I owe a lot of the handling to this scooter for the low seat height. It just really makes it easy to do quick little starts and stops, putting my feet down quickly and taking off. And of course, this scooter is very well balanced. The scooter handles the open road or these fast-paced, fast decision rides in crowded cities just fine. I have had no struggles with it anywheres, whether on the freeway, in downtown Ogden, my rural town of Syracuse. It just does everything just fine. Toward the end of this video, you will see me race off the line at a stoplight with a couple of sports bikes. This is always fun to do, and they can't compete until we get through the light. But to be fair, as you know, I am a speed limit follower, so I throttle back once I hit the posted speeds. This is usually when they pass me, because they both pass the speed limit to catch up. When I had my Burgman 650, this was really fun. It's even fun to do it on my Vespa, and it really ticks off the Harley guys when you leave them sitting at the light and you're on a little scooter, and they're just pulling off the line in first gear. So let's talk about the pros and cons so far after owning this scooter for a year. The pros so far, of course I've mentioned these things over and over again already, but this is, I guess, just the year summary. Comfort overall, the bike's just comfortable. Sitting on it, handling it, riding it, visibility, you name it, it's just comfortable all the way around. The low seat height, I really love the low seat height, as I mentioned in this video earlier, that starting and stopping is just so much easier. If you're doing a long ride, your legs tend to get kind of tired. It doesn't seem to affect putting your legs down on this scooter, so that's really great. The bike's not too heavy. At the end of this video, you'll see me pull up to one of the haunted sites, and I will back the scooter up against the curb. You know, it's going to be a little downhill push. It isn't difficult, easy to do. For those who have to do a lot of backing their scooters in, it does it fine. The side stand, I really love the side stand on this scooter. Not all scooters have them. I use the side stand on this scooter 95% of the time. It's so easy to use. It's very supportive. I have a side stand on my Vespa, and it scares me to death. You sneeze on it and it pops off and the bike tips over. You're not going to have that on this. I mean, it's a motorcycle side stand type setup, so it's really good. Just note that if you try to start the scooter with the side stand down, it will not start. You've got to kick it up. On this model, we have the narrower body design and the narrower seat. It just makes it more comfortable. The pros for the modified items, if you've watched my my add-on video of what I've put on it, I really love the bigger windscreen still. I consider it a must. It just does a nice job. My upper body didn't get cold while riding at the cooler temperatures. Bugs don't get me. Wind fatigue doesn't get me. Just totally love the screen. I love the heated grips that I put on. I use them a lot. As you can see in this video, I even used them today a little bit just to kind of keep the edge off the cold. So that was another great investment and another great add-on. And I love the airflow seat cover that I put on. And I will admit that it adds, well, it's supposed to, it adds airflow around your butt. But in these cooler temps, it does make it a little more chilly on your butt. And I probably should have pulled it off for this ride, but I didn't. I just left it on there. But in the heat, it really knocks the temperature down off the seat. It allows airflow so you don't get a sweaty butt, and it actually adds a little cushion too, because it's a little plush, and so it just adds a little more comfort there. As far as the cons, honestly, I really haven't found any. I know I nitpick the eco light. I just think it's annoying and distracting, but you know, it's no big deal. So I guess maybe one of the cons might be if you ever have to get to your fuse box, you got to take your windshield off and get into it that way. Kind of a, I don't know if it's a bad design or what, but anyway, there's a lot of work just to get to your fuse box. You know, how often do we get to our fuses? But anyway, maybe that's a con. But other than that, likes and pros all the way around. So this brings me to the end of the talking for this video. It also brings me to the end of making videos for a while. Until next riding season, anyway. I appreciate everyone who has joined and followed along. I think I had single-digit followers at the beginning of the riding season, and now I'm getting close to 500 people. I know most everyone here is here for my Burgman 400. I'd like to keep this going, but to be honest, I am not sure what comes next. I can't do any more modifications, and I'm not going to have to do service items for a while. So I would like to know, what would people like to see? I can do videos on rides if people like to watch those kinds of things. I can do a video on how I shoot my videos. I can do more Vespa related videos. I can do just scooter videos in general. What as a viewer would you like to see? Please post some suggestions so we can keep this going. Anyway, thanks for now, and we will see you next riding season.